Hello, and welcome to Class 6 and also Class 7. I actually have opened Class 6 and Class 7 on the Moodle site for you. And I just want to make this video tape to talk you through a few things. Class 6 talks about collecting and analyzing data. So about now you should have started the data collection process. You may not be finished, I don't know. Some groups are more further along than others, but that's okay. Wherever your group is, it's just fine. I know you pace yourself as you need be. But I wanted you to think about the process of data collection and think about some of the things that we talked about in class. And discuss it through a discussion session. I have a link on Class 6 with a discussion session that talks about collecting data. Within it, I asked you to talk about some of the things that you're experiencing with data collection. I asked you to address the role of the researcher and some of the things that we discussed in class that could impact your perception and dealing with human subjects and collecting data, your position, subjective bias, or anything that you bring to the data as a researcher. Also, I asked you to discuss any of the other things we talked about in class that could impact collecting data, things like access to research subjects, if you are having any access trouble, things with questionnaire design when you're out in the field collecting data and you're going back and you're reviewing your questions and you're looking at how questions are reworded. Anything like that comes up during the data collection process, I want you to discuss it. Now, everybody is expected to post in this discussion. I will be on looking to, and I will respond to some posts. Of course, I won't respond to everybody, but I will also be part of the discussion. So that's your discussion about data collection. Now, in that class 6, it has a PowerPoint with a handout that talks about analyzing data. And then yesterday I uploaded another handout that I think would be useful to you. It's from the University of Wisconsin, and it's an older one that I used to use in other classes when I was teaching this at another university, but it talks about analyzing qualitative data, and I think that's a real simplistic way to help you understand it also. So go over the PowerPoint, the handout that accompanies the PowerPoint, and also look over the other handout that I put, reading that I put on the Moodle site. And then remember, answer the question in terms of collecting and analyzing data. Also, I want you to post, and each person is also required to respond to at least one posting about analyzing and collecting data. So remember that, and this does factor into your participation grade. For the next class, it's about writing and pulling it all together and drafting your research report. And on that class, which is on the Moodle site, it says March 28th, which is next week. Now, possibly next week you may not be there, so when you get to that point, because as I said, the different groups are in different places with the data collection and the writing and different things like that. But again, everybody is required to post about their experience with pulling it all together and the writing process. There's a link there that will be open for you to post and respond to a posting, because we want to make sure that we keep this, although it's online, that we keep it a class and that we keep these discussions going on and that we interact with each other. I think that's very important. Again, I will be involved in the discussion. I won't respond to everybody, but I'm there and I'll be giving my feedback also. But let's hear about what's going on with data collection and the whole writing of the report and everything. I will be emailing each group individually to ask you what's going on, where you are, and to tell me what's going on with your project, and just to see if there's anything I can do to support you at this point. I left you alone all last week because I said I want them to collect data and go and have their own experience, and then we'll come back and discuss it. So that's where we are. Moodle sites are open. Remember, if you need a Skype call with me, I'm available. Let me know. Those of you who are on campus, please feel free to email me if you need to come by and talk to me in my office. Thank you and good luck.